We're going to continue with box plots or box and whisker plots. With this next set of data, what we notice is that the numbers are not in order. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to put them in order. So the first number that we have is 44. And the next one that we have is 55. Then what we have is 60 and 61. The next one is 67. Then we have 70. Our next one is 75. And then 76. We have 78 and 80. Then what we have is 88 and then 91 and 95. So we have our numbers in order. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do our 5-number summary. So we have our minimum, we have our Q1, we have our median, we have our Q3, and we have our maximum. Our minimum is 44. Our maximum is 95. Those ones are pretty easy. Now we're going to count how many numbers there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have an odd amount. That means that we have 6 on one side and 6 on the other. This right here, the middle number, would be our median. Then what we're going to do is we're going to look at the first half of the data and we're going to look for a middle number. So with this first half, there's 6 numbers, so it's in between 60 and 61. So that right there would be 60.5. Then what we're going to do is we're going to look at the middle for the second half of the data. So that would be in between 80 and 88. So in between 80 and 88 would be 84. Now what we're going to do is we're going to graph them. So what we have is our number line. 44 is our least and 95 is our greatest. So I'm going to go by fives. So 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, and 95. We put a dot at the minimum and the maximum. Notice 44 is a little bit before 45, so I'm going to put a dot at 44. I'm going to put a dot at 95. Then I'm going to draw 3 lines. The 3 lines are the Q1, the median, and the Q3. So the Q1 is 60.5, so a little bit past 60, I'm going to draw a line. Median is 75, so at 75, I'm going to draw a line. And at 84, I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to make my box, and then I'm going to make my whiskers. So that right there is my box plot. Now I'm going to describe my data. If I'm looking at the center, I see that it's more spread out on the left-hand side. So my shape is going to be skewed left. Then I have outliers. There's no gaps, which we'll talk more about tomorrow. So the outliers would be none. Then we have the center, and remember we're focusing on the median because we already have the median. So the median is equal to 75. And our spread. So if we're looking at our spread, we're going to focus on our range today. Range is the maximum, which is 95, minus the minimum, which is 44, and And that right there gives us a range of 51. Now, looking at letter D, what we have is a word problem. With the word problem, that means we need to label it. So we'll label it after we put the numbers in order. So our first number is 40. Our next number is 41. Our next one is 63. Then we have 63 again. And then we have 68. And we have 83. Then we have 89. And 89 again. Then we have 90. And 92. And then we have 96. And 96 again. Then we have 99. And 99 again. We're going to find our 5-number summary, our minimum, our Q1, our median, our Q3, and our maximum. Minimum and maximum are the easiest, so we start off with those. We have 40 and 99. We're going to count how many data points there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have an even amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have 7 on the other side. So in between 89 and 89 is, of course, 89. Then we're going to look at the first half of the data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Since there's 7, the middle number would be 63. And then the middle number for the second half of the data would be 96. So with our box and whisker plot, because it's a word problem, we have to label it. So it's talking about Algebra 2. And we're talking about test scores. And they're as a percent, so we're going to put as a percent. We're going to start with 40. And we'll go by tens, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. We're going to put a dot at 40. We're going to put a dot at 99, which is a little bit before 100. Then we have 3 lines. We have a line at 63 because that's our Q1. We have a line at the median, which is 89. And we have a line at 96. And so when we're describing it, our shape is skewed left. Our outliers would be none. Then we're going to look at our center. Our center would be the median, and the median is 89. Then we have our spread, and our spread is going to be the range, and the range is the maximum, which is 99, and the minimum, which is 40. So that right there gives us 59.